Dialed the phone carefully after I rechecked the number. Well, I guess I don't have to always tell you everything.
Hello, Miss Byington. Is Don there?
Mom says you can sleep over tonight.
Buck Henry lurks.
Surprise, chiropractors!
Now you get in there and you tell the manager what you took.
The kid just shoved him in the house.
Good. I'll be right down there.
I'll just slip into something more comfortable.
I arrived at the house in 10 minutes.
Yeah?
We couldn't have asked for a better setup. Patini was boiling mad, and I knew something would happen soon.
And I was determined to stop.
You can't keep me here. I came here to see all the people that have caused me all the trouble. That's the only reason I was out there.
Look, I'm not holding you. As far as I'm concerned, you came here of your own accord.
But I'm being held here against my will.
Ah, he's a shapeshifter.
You will never keep me in this room. Madeline, I'm running out of patience with you. Why am I always subjected to the work of the devil?
That's the closet, Matling.
Amen.
Is this the ham operator in Bully Victims Club?
He got kind of carried away with the Frost and Streak kit, didn't he?
Well, hunker down.
Well, now,
Hey, now.
are we ready for a demonstration in psychic phenomena?
With no further obligation on your part.
I have here a speaker, a wine glass, and a razor blade. Now, the reason for these unusual objects is this.
I hate it when weird guys have Mary Kay
If you
parties.
remember, during World War II, some of the prisoners of war made themselves radio receivers using razor blades, bits of tinfoil,
Salamander.
cigarette packages, and other odds and ends. They assembled them carefully and were actually able to receive radio broadcasts.
Can you stand it?
Just recently, I read of a man who received a local radio station from his medicine chest.
I read about some kids who saw the Virgin Mary over a hot
The
tub.
articles in the chest were placed in just the right position, and this enabled him to hear a music program.
Oh.
The razor blade is attached to the speaker by wires
He's a regular MacGyver.
and is then placed in the wine glass.
Hey, it's the Mads. Hey, Bill, the Mads.
Yeah.
What a relief. What can we do for you guys?
Hello, Nelson. Say, you know, I kind of like this movie. I'm intrigued by the whole interrogation idea. So sit down. I want to ask you a few questions. If you are who you say you are, then I want to know what you did and what happened. Don't worry. Got all the time in the world.
I did it! I did it! I did it!
Did what, Frank?
Everything! I shot JR! I killed that fat barkeep! I ate all the fruit and glasha! And you know what? I'm glad I did it! Glad, I tell you! Glad! Mommy? Mommy, I'm your best boy, aren't I? Where's my little puppy? My little puppy. Here, Cinnamon. Cinnamon, here. Here, boy.
Well, I guess that doesn't really concern me.
We'll be back. Let's get out of here.
If there is an entity or spirit
That's over.
present in the room, it would be possible through a method known as telekinesis,
Or
moving
telekinesis.
of objects by thought, to move the vibrator contained in the speaker.
Vibrator.
Oh, I remember something like that in school. A student, during a demonstration,
Was gunned
moved a
down.
salt shaker across the table by merely concentrating on it.
That's precisely the same theory that I hope to demonstrate here tonight.
Ever interrupt me again.
Lights, please.
Ooh, hey, who goosed me?
Let us all concentrate.
This is garbage.
I'm too hip to concentrate, like, man.
I'm an octoroon, you know. Kruger, you're not concentrating.
There's an entity present who can speak to us.
Please do. The party's really dragging.
Can you tell us
Does Betty like me?
what happened on the porch last Monday night?
This past Monday or the one before?
Who? Tell us who? Who?
Who put the bam in the shamalama ding-dong?
Maybe you should have used a track, too.
She's constantly furrowed.
I made a mess.
Answer has been held since noon today in a hermetically sealed jar on Funkin' Wagnall's porch.
That's correct. These 4 people are going to confess just so they can get out of here.
Noon today.
They're gonna look back on this and laugh.
Who is with us from the invisible?
Funkin' Wagnall.
Yes.
Please,
Hermetically sealed.
Right.
tell us who you are.
Mayonnaise, Jack.
Yes, thank you.
It's important that we know.
To talk to the dead, press 1. If you'd like the Ethereum, the Imperium, or the Emerald Beyond, please hold.
I can't hear it clearly.
It's because it's a razor blade in the glass!
Hmm?
My, he's a thick, voluptuous man.
Oh, the dead will want a sandwich.
Nothing happens now.
Come on, invisible. Oh!
I distrust it.
As this was only an introductory demonstration to stimulate interest, I didn't expect it to happen so fast. But after just a few minutes in a darkened room,
I was drunk on my
TV
ass.
broke.
I didn't do it. She was dead when I got here. All I was doing was delivering her pictures. I swear it.
Shh, you're gonna spook the
She was
dead.
dead against the wall when I got here.
Wait, is this Susan's baby shower?
Thou shalt not communicate with the dead. Remember the wisdom of Solomon in the book of Proverbs. In the house of the righteous is much treasure, but in the revenues of the wicked is trouble.
Oh, for God's sake.
After Matling's sudden outbreak, it was impossible to continue further. I want the whole story, Bettini.
He's in a metaphysical snit.
Now.
It's the truth. I swear it. I'll sign a statement. Anything.
I'll sign a basketball.
Someone should have gone with him to pick out glasses.
When I got here about 9:30, I found her door open.
My scalp was itchy and flaky.
I was bringing the extra pictures she wanted. She told me she had to have them before morning to show to an agency. I pushed the door open. She wasn't there.
I put her underwear on my
So I
head.
laid the pictures on top of the dresser.
I blame myself for that.
I came back down the hall and started for the porch steps. And then I saw
Oh, he's tacking into the wind.
it was terrible.
A big W.
This thing sticking out of her neck. Just then,
Ugh,
this
shut him up.
woman stepped out of the house. And I knew I was it if I didn't get out of there. So I started running.
But then I had no pants on.
I must have caught my heel on the porch step. It ripped off.
We could use a flashback. Remember, this is a motion
Threw
picture.
the shoes in the river.
You could have saved us a lot of trouble if you'd told us that in the first place.
Weenie.
If there are no objections, I'd like to hold let's call it a meeting. Tomorrow night at my laboratory.
No, I think his hair is Bermuda
There'll be
grass.
no interruptions there.
Trans-dimensional losers.
9 o'clock.
Dress for movement.
Sharp.
Bring a dish to pass.
I was inclined to believe Bettini's story. He offered no objection to attending a second demonstration the following night.
This isn't Baker's
Surprisingly
Square.
enough, no one of the group objected, and I began to wonder if we were on the wrong track again. Krasker's lab was a makeshift affair in the basement of a store building a few blocks from the rooming house.
Everybody gives me a quarter because there's a lot of expenses.
God, it smells like a ferret cage in there.
I have a feeling Krasker doesn't do much entertaining.
And my wife came downstairs. Her face was split. Razzle.
Ah, Swisher Sweets.
Last night, after the demonstration, I came back here to the lab.
Can we get back to our bleak, meaningless lives?
I noticed some small objects floating around the room.
They were boogers.
Oh, I realized that someone on the other side was trying to contact